book about?
Can you go read it? You know I have to clean. Go read the book.
Can you read it for me?
What book is it?
Treasures Out of Darkness.
Treasures Out of Darkness?
Yep.
Do you really want to know what this book is about?
Yep.
Wow, this brings back some great memories.
I want to know about those memories.
This was one of the very first books I read when I got saved.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, it all started with a man and a woman.
A man and a woman?
Yeah, Pastor Sonny and Sister Julie.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
Well, before they became a pastor, before Pastor Sonny became a pastor, he was a drug addict.
He was a drug addict?
Yeah, just like your father was.
My father was a drug addict?
Yeah, but he went to the men's home and he's delivered now.
Okay, that's good, because my heart was about to stop right there.
Well, son, and before Sister Julie became a pastor's wife, she came from a broken family, a messed up family.
Why?
I don't know, son, but they were treasures out of darkness. And there they went to a Bible college, and that's where they met. That's where their lives began together, and they heard a God's calling, and they felt so burdened about something, and there they were answering God's call, just like Jesus answered the call.
Jesus had a cell phone? Didn't see a cell phone, I want to call him.
Not that kind of call, son. They answered the call in prayer. They were there, just like Jesus was there asking, and that's how Pastor Sonny and Sister Julie were. They were so burdened about something. They've seen a lot of hurting people, and they knew they had the answer, and they wanted to do something about it. Well, so they started a ministry.
Beginnings of Blessed Street, Pastor Sonny and Sister Julie said yes to God's call upon their lives, to go and touch the lives of a hurting world, to spread God's word, a message of hope, and to instill within the lives of people a desire to reach their full potential in life.
See, son, it all started in East LA. That's where Pastor Sonny and Sister Julie's vision started for Victory Outreach. But it didn't just stop there. It continued to flourish. It continued to go to all across California. And it continued to go. And they began to give up everything. They sacrificed everything they had. They gave up their time. They gave up everything they had, son, just to see this ministry grow. And it continued to grow. And it went all the way to Europe.
That's why you're here tonight, because all of us, we were willing. We said, yes, 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 yes. We want to change. We want to grow. We were willing to make these changes because we knew that if we were going to guarantee the vision and claim our inheritance, we needed to rise up and equip a radical generation, new generation with cutting edge mentality that was going to make an impact not only in our local communities, but impact all over the world.
See, son, that's where it began to go worldwide. It began to go to the four corners of the world.
The four corners of the world? How can that be possible? The world is shaped as a circle.
Son, it began to go to Africa. It began to go to the Philippines. It just began to grow. But it took one man and one woman to say yes to God, to have a willing heart. And in 2017, son, Victory Outreach's vision was to reach 1,000 churches. We went beyond than that. And we went to different cities, different continents, and different countries that we never even had touched before. But it took young people. It took young people to say yes to God. Well, let me show you where it happened. See, this is where it began, at a world conference, where this young girl was so burdened about something. She felt God so greatly in her life. She knew that God had placed a heavy calling upon her. She knew God was going to do great things yet to come in her life. People were broken before the Lord because they knew God had something for their lives, because they had that willing vessel, because they said yes to God, and they knew that they had something inside of them. You see that young man, son? He was broken before the Lord. He knew God had something far greater than he could ever imagine. Things were going to begin to unfold in his life. Things were going to begin to happen. But he had to have that willing vessel. He had to say yes to God. And it took things from him, but he answered the call.
But who's that?
Son, that's you in the near future.
That's me, Mom? Why did God choose me?
Son, because God's seen something far greater than you could ever imagine. You're gonna have to go to the training center. You're gonna have to get equipped and instilled. But it's gonna be a great price to pay. It's a great price to pay. But in the end, it's all worth it. In the end, you're gonna see things. Son, you're gonna touch generations yet to come. You're gonna touch the generations that are gonna be arising. But are you ready to receive your inheritance?
I'm ready to receive my inheritance.
Son, I'm passing the baton on to you. It's your time.
I'm the next generation. I'm going to change the cup. Are you? Are you?
I'm the now generation. I'm going to keep whatever it takes, no matter what the enemy may try to put my way. I'm trailblazing with the future in mind and honoring our legacy because it's our time and we are called to reach this generation for Jesus.